The comp token or compound finance token and making money with DeFi are some of the topics that we're going to be discussing in this morning's video. Good morning, everybody. Now, normally I make videos that are very easy to understand. This video, however, you can consider more of an intermediate to advanced video. It's aimed at someone that is already trading, arbitraging, using the DeFi space and making money with crypto. So if you don't understand everything and all the topics that I'm discussing in this video, don't worry. As I said, it is a bit more advanced. Try and watch this video and get up to speed, because there is going to be some really powerful content that I'm going to be bringing this morning. So if you've heard words like participation mining or liquidity farming, another word, interest arbitrage, it's a word I just made up, but it seems to be a thing. It sounds logical. It must be. And some clever tips and tricks of how to make money with DeFi and decentralized finance. Stay tuned to this video. We are going to cover a lot of these things. I'm going to give you some practical examples of what I did over the weekend. And I had quite a lucrative weekend, made a reasonable amount of money implementing these tricks and these things that I'm going to be showing you guys this morning. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to be talking about a new kid on the block, the compound token or the comp token. So if we have a look at CoinMarketCap, and I like to always order things with price, we can see in third position we've got compound or the COMP token, and it's trading at $306 US. Now this is crazy because it has actually gone up phenomenally over the last couple of days. This is a token that was only launched on the 15th of June, if I'm not mistaken. So it really has gone up dramatically. You can see the return on investment is just about 200% over less than a week. Okay, so what is going on with this comp token and why is it so popular? And what is it a good investment to buy? Stay tuned to the end of the video and I will tell you what I think personally of the compound token and whether it is something that you should consider buying. Let me just, before we do that, we're going to take a step back and talk about some ways to make money with DeFi, and then we're going to come back to the comp token and it's all going to blend in quite nicely. So we've got DeFi loans that are available on platforms like oasis.app. I made a video on how to take a DeFi loan on Oasis, so you can check that video out right here. But to make a long story short, currently you can take an Oasis loan with 0% interest, 0%. Now that is amazing. What if I were to tell you you could take a 0% loan from one platform and then go and earn good interest on another platform? So you borrow the money at 0% and you lend it out and make a profit for giving a loan. So as we see, 0% on Oasis app. If we go to compound, let's see what's going on. We've got basic attention token that you can supply or you can lend out at 25% interest. That is absolutely mind-blowing. This is 25% per annum, and this is a fluctuating interest rate, so it will change day to day. But as you can see right now, amazing opportunity. You can lend basic attention token out for 25%. If you were to borrow it, you would have to pay 33%. Right there, your first tip on how to make money with DeFi. Lend money or lend assets, tokens, whatever it might be, at 0%, or borrow it at 0% and lend it out at a huge percent, thereby generating a profit. Now, what is amazing about this is that if you have a token like Ethereum and you are worried that the price of Ethereum is going to go up, you don't have to sell your Ethereum. You simply put it up as collateral on Oasis. You keep your Ethereum. Then you loan out, you convert it to whatever token or whatever stablecoin you need and you loan it out. So you're keeping your position in Ethereum. Then you are taking another position in either a stablecoin, which is safe, As you can see, you can get 3% interest or closer to 4% interest on Tether. Or if you want to go for a higher interest rate, you are taking a position in basic attention token and getting 25%. First tip of how to make money in DeFi. Now, you might be thinking, why is Compound paying 25% interest on BAT? Over the weekend, it was something like 10 or 11% on USDT, which is a stablecoin. As you can see on RadsACT Bitcoin, we've got 18%. Phenomenal earning opportunities. Why? Okay, if we go over to DeFi Pulse, we can see for the first time since I've been looking at this chart, Compound Finance is in the #1 position, with Maker or Oasis in the 2nd position. Guys, new kid on the block, there has been a change. So without further ado, I want to tell you about the Compound token and what caused this jump into first place. If we just click on Compound, we can have a quick look at the graph, and you can see that it was always chugging along, and all of a sudden it has spiked. What this graph represents is the total value locked in USD in the Compound platform. Now, Maker was always or Oasis was always #1 on the block, and they've been taken down by Compound. So if we have a quick look at Maker, we can see what they haven't had this dramatic spike. They've always been #1. Now they're at #2. Okay, so Compound came out and announced that they were going to try and decentralize the platform as much as possible. The mechanism that they were going to do, the way that they were going to decentralize the platform, was to allow the community to vote. So they launched the Compound token. Now with the Compound token, it's not an ICO, it's not mined, it is handed out to the community. So with Compound, every time an Ethereum block is produced and you are participating, either lending or borrowing, you will be given a small amount of Compound token. So that is why the Compound platform has just had so much value locked into it, because people are looking to get the Compound token. How exactly does this work? Well, let's just crack out a calculator. Every single time there's an Ethereum block that is mined, Compound either pays or charges interest. But now what they also do is they give you a percentage of the Compound token. So every single day they are giving out 2,880 Compound tokens. This is split evenly between lenders and borrowers. Depending on how much interest is either earned or paid, that is the percentage that is used to calculate how much Compound you get. So the second tip for making money in crypto is, first of all, you take a loan at 0% and you you lend money at 0%, you borrow it and make interest, thereby generating income. If you do that on the Compound platform, not only do you generate interest because they're paying you for putting that money up as collateral, but you also get Compound tokens that are allocated percentage-wise to the loan that is outstanding on the interest that you are either paying or earning. I hope I've explained that correctly, but Compound has given out over 4 million comp tokens are locked in a smart contract. Every day, 2,880 are released to people participating on the Compound platform, and that is calculated with the interest that you earn. There are calculators online where you can find out exactly how much comp you can earn on how much of the loan. At this stage, it actually can be more beneficial than the interest, but of course that will vary depending on how many people are participating on the Compound platform. And as you can see from this graph, the figure is dramatically going up. So we've got Compound, they're wanting to distribute their token, they're incentivizing users of their platform, and they are giving out 2,880 comp tokens to lenders and borrowers per day, which works out to 0.5. So it's half a comp token every 15 seconds. Every Ethereum block that goes out, they give out half a comp token. So you're making money because you are getting interest. You're making money because you are either, they call it participation mining or liquidity farming, but you're getting not only interest, you're getting compound tokens into your wallet just because you're using the compound platform. The idea behind this, of course, is that you will then be able to vote on what happens on the compound platform, thereby decentralizing the platform. So if you had to hold a lot of comp tokens, you would be able to have a vote that would be more substantial than someone that is holding less comp tokens, if that makes sense. So compound, they seem to have 10 million tokens that is the market cap, that is the amount of tokens that they are going to be releasing. Now, if we just go back here, the two main tokens or the two exciting things is Maker, which was always number one, is now in a number 2 spot as far as the platform goes, and Compound. Now, as you can see, Maker's got 500 and it costs $507 per token, but they only have 1,000 tokens as opposed to Compound, who have 10,000 tokens. So this price you might think is slightly elevated, which I would tend to agree with, but towards the end of the video we'll go over that in a little bit more detail. So as you earn interest, you also earn comp tokens. That is 2 ways to generate money. Now, the third way that I made money on the weekend was, to my great surprise, because of the demand of USDT. When I took my loan out from Oasis, I got DAI. Remember, DAI is a stable coin that is pegged 1-to-1 with the dollar. I then switched that with Uniswap. Now, with Uniswap, I switched the DAI into USDT. So let's just see if it's still the case. But let's just go DAI, and we'll switch that to USDT. What I'm trying to get to, guys, is that there was arbitrage opportunities. So in other words, just watch this. If you put in 1,000 DAI, you actually got, or you got more USDT. On the weekend, it was higher. You were putting in 100 and you were getting 102 or 103 USDT. Simple arbitrage between 2 stable coins made me benefit and get more dollars by switching DAI to USDT. So the third way to make money with DeFi is to make sure of any outstanding arbitrage opportunities. I was buying DAI, I was switching it for USDT, and I was ending up getting more dollars, substantially more, 2 to 3% more for doing basically nothing. So I made money with DeFi 3 ways over the weekend. Interest arbitrage. I got compound tokens for participating on the compound platform, and I made money switching DAI to USDT, arbitrage of stable coins. So that is very exciting. Guys, if you understand DeFi, if you understand what is happening with DeFi and the DeFi platform, there is opportunities out there. The comp token is a new token. It is going to be listing on Coinbase today. In fact, it lists today. Well, at least they're saying that trading is going to be open today. The announcement was made last week, and this could be a reason why this compound token has spiked so dramatically, going up and over 200%. So if we have a look at this comp token, a lot of you might be thinking, Richard, how can I get that token? Are you going to be putting it on Altcoin Trader? It is a very new token. It is a very exciting token. With cryptocurrency, as you can see, nothing is really happening in the space. I mean, it's almost like we want to take a stick and start poking Bitcoin and say, do something, because Bitcoin is moving sideways. Never before have I been so interested in the price of Ethereum, hoping that it would go up, because I have loans out with Oasis, with Compound, and if Ethereum spikes, I will be able to pay those loans back for less than I actually borrowed which means that I would make money. So I'm very interested in the price of Ethereum, and not only me, but a lot of people in crypto space, a lot of people in the DeFi space have all their eyes on the DeFi coins. So Compound is going to be the next coin that is going to be buzzing around on YouTube, on the internet for the next couple of weeks. And for good reason. What they've done is amazing. How can you buy Compound right now? Well, the answer is if you have XR. XR is the stable coin that is available on Altcoin Trader. You can simply switch it out, go into Uniswap and buy the coin there. Let's have an idea of how that would work. Okay, if we had to go XR, we get XR and we look for Compound. Compound is currently available. If you had to buy one Compound with XR, you can see you would be paying 5,391 Rand per coin. Guys, it's very easy to use this decentralized platform. Go onto Altcoin Trader, deposit your Rand like normal, go and make a withdrawal of XR into a MetaMask wallet and buy your Compound token right now. What I'm also going to do is, as the team and management at Altcoin Trader start to consider and discuss whether we are going to list the Compound token. Remember, a lot of the major exchanges don't have this token listed because it is such a new token and we don't even know if they are going to list it. If Altcoin Trader was to list it, we would be one of the first guys listing this token. Coinbase, of course, have already taken the plunge and listed the token. Not only that, but they have also listed the Maker token. I'm going to put a poll up, guys. You can vote whether you think Altcoin Trader should list the Compound token, whether you think this is going to be a token that is going to fly. It is DeFi. DeFi is the hot buzzword in the crypto space. DeFi is taking off. It is absolutely crazy with multiple opportunities for those that understand how to work the DeFi space. So if you think this is a coin that you want to get involved in and you want to invest in, there's going to be a poll in this video. Vote. I would like to see at least 1,000 votes by the end of July for this poll to hold any weight. So if we're getting 300, 400, 500 votes, that's not really going to play into management's decision whether we list the comp token. But if we get over 1,000, we'll know that the community has spoken, and that will certainly play into management and into our team's decision as to whether we launch this comp token. Okay, as promised, my perspective and whether I think you should buy this Compound token or not. Let's have a closer look at this token. Let's go to CoinMarketCap and just see. We've got the two big players on the block, Maker or Oasis, and Compound Finance. Now, Maker, the token, has been around for a while. It is also a governance token allowing you to vote on what happens in the Maker and the Oasis protocol, MakerDAO protocol. So it is a very worthwhile token. It certainly has a use case. This token has gone up substantially over the last month for two reasons. The first reason, of course, we know that DeFi has become more and more prominent with more people using DeFi and more money flowing into the DeFi space. And then, of course, not to be ignored, it was listed on Coinbase, which really rocketed the price. It's actually come down quite a bit, but it is still much higher than it was a month ago. A real token, real use case, certainly valuable. If you're not even interested in the financial aspect of the Maker token, the utility or the use case is that it allows you to have a say, to have governance in the Maker protocol and to guide the outcome of DeFi decisions. So it is a very powerful token and a very good token. Coupled with that, there is only 1 million of these tokens in circulation. Okay, it's slightly more than 1 million, but that is all that is around. So it is not a token that is very has a lot of. So the token's individual price can be expected to go up quite high. Compound have seen this model, and they have seen that this model is working successfully, and they also have expressed a desire to decentralize the compound finance platform, which is very admirable and very noble. And thereby they have launched a governance token, which also allows you to vote on what happens on the compound platform. The key difference here is, of course, that there's 10 million tokens. And the way that they have planned to distribute these tokens, I think is very sensible. They are giving it to the community over a 4-year period at a rate of 2,880 tokens per day, or a half a token every time Ethereum has a block. So this is a token that is going to be around, and it is going to be inflating by 2,880 per day. And it's going to be a lot of buzz and a lot of hype. But just straight out of the bat, logic dictates that it should be 1/10 of the price of the maker token, because there is 10 times more of this token. However, of course, it has also been listed on Coinbase today, and there is a lot of hype around this token, and logic is not always a deciding or prevalent feature in crypto and in DeFi. So I would certainly be very cautious about buying it at this rate. I think that this is very high for the token, and I believe that while the token is not overvalued long term, in the short term that valuation is probably a little bit too high. It is a very exciting token. I would certainly keep my eyes on it, because I could be very wrong and this token could spike up into the thousands in the near future. But I don't think that that price is sustainable. But once again, crypto is not always logical. So I do currently hold some comp tokens. I do hold maker tokens because of my passion with DeFi. I'm not that concerned about whether the price goes up or down. Don't get me wrong, I want the price to go up. I enjoy making profits just like the next person. But the fundamentals and the ability to vote and to have a say and to help guide the development of DeFi is far more important to me than the financial aspect of it. So yes, I think it's a good idea, especially if you are a person who loves DeFi and you want to get involved and you want to vote and you want to make sure that sound decisions in DeFi are made. Then it is a very good token to buy. If you're simply looking for profit and gains, I think that price, you need to be cautious of it, because it has the potential to drop dramatically and you could lose money. But keep an eye on that token, because it will find an equilibrium, it will get to a point, and then I believe it has got good long-term potential to increase and to simply make a financial profit. Don't buy it now, but keep an eye on it, possibly buy it in the future, is my advice in a nutshell. Guys, with DeFi, with my enthusiasm, with my excitement of what is happening in this place, I just wanted to end off with this simple concept. I am very, very bullish on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is where I keep most of my crypto portfolio, and I believe long term, Bitcoin is number one. It is the granddaddy of crypto, and it is the exciting coin of the future that is going to end up giving the best returns. However, I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist. I like to keep my eyes open and like to keep my eyes on the space and see what is happening day to day. And right now, I would be lying if I didn't say I was extremely excited about DeFi. But the point I want to make, and in closing, what I want to say is we've been looking for a second layer for Bitcoin for a long time, the Lightning Network, or what can we do to get Bitcoin as a second layer to become functional. Now, what I'm seeing in DeFi is that a lot of people are wrapping Bitcoin, which really means that they are just, it's a stable Bitcoin coin, if you want to put it that way. In other words, it's backed one-to-one with a Bitcoin, a wrapped Bitcoin, Ren Bitcoin, multiple protocols that are taking Bitcoins and are wrapping them. What this does is it preserves your value of Bitcoin, but it allows the functionality of Ethereum or ERC20 tokens. So all of a sudden, you can take loans against your Bitcoin. You can lend out your Bitcoin. You can use your Bitcoin in many of the DeFi applications without losing your position in Bitcoin. So in closing, is Ethereum the second layer for Bitcoin? Let me know in your comments below. Guys, I'm so excited about DeFi. I am even considering having a live stream in the next week or in the weeks to follow where we can discuss this and talk about DeFi and the passion that I have for it. And maybe I can learn from you as a community. If you would like me to have a live stream and to talk about DeFi, also chuck that in the comments below. That's it from me. I'm out.